action once again. It is going to be Lowland Lions versus DDE. This is the EMS upper bracket finals. The qualifier, actually. Played on the September the 19th. Lowland Lions have kindly sent me this VOD for Lowland Lions. It is going to be Sneaky on Caitlyn, Ishtai on Janna, Cowking on Gangplank, Alibabba on Jax, and Tabzz on Orianna. Meanwhile, for DDE, it is going to be, I'm going to have to switch to Tab. Thordek on Brand, Vengrance on Leigh in the jungle, Taric, Spartan on Taric. I'm guessing that's a Spartan. It is a 5. Wow. Pilsjonguhh on Warwick, and DaanBanaan on Ashe. So, obvious lanes here, going to be pretty clear. As you can see, I am using LOL replay, so therefore we are going to have the hit point issue, where as you can see, and also I think that sound feels pretty high, so I am going to knock that down to there as well, just to try and sort things out. See if we're going to get into level 1 fights. Lowland Lions versus DDE. DDE coming through this one. Like I say, it is the upper bracket final. It is a best of 1 series. It is double limb, hence the upper bracket, lower bracket. Sneaky going to be down the bottom, almost certainly with Janna. That's going to be Ishtai. Alibabba looks like he will be the solo top. Gangplank in the jungle. Pretty much the same for the other side. There's going to be Leigh in the jungle this time, with Warwick in lane. So lane Wick with obviously Ashe and Taric as a pretty nasty lane combo. But you know, both these combos are pretty horrible. You're going to have to excuse me because I have this absolutely annoying do my head in cough that I picked up ironically at I-43. It turned into, it was the full flu, then it's gone into some horrible cold, and now it's just a really annoying cough. So if you watched yesterday, being Saturday, the IEM New York qualifiers, you'd have probably noticed a little click, which is something like that, which is basically when I'm trying to mute myself from coughing like crazy, which I can already feel coming on. So I'm going to have a quick drink while they pull the thing. This is something that has happened a lot lately, actually, but especially with the Janna in the combo lane, because obviously you get that shield, that attack damage. They're just pulling that extra little bit of jungle. By the time Gangplank gets around there, it should just about respawn. I think it's like a 1.5 minute spawn. If you do hear a little knocking on the microphone, it's me having a drink. It is a work lunchtime, so you'll have to excuse me. Like I say, we cannot see the health bars, so we are completely guessing. Oh, we got Leigh coming around the side here at the moment. Leigh will try and have a go towards Alibabba. Alibabba does manage to get out of it though, but we've absolutely no idea other than actually clicking on the health bars. That's about the only option we're going to get, because it is a view from, I think it's Sneaky actually that sent me the replay. So bottom lane, we're going to get a good view of it. Down the bottom here, so we'll keep our eye on the CS and how things work out. Obviously we have no idea when Leigh is going to pop out, so we're just going to have to hit and hope, as it were. So you can see Cowking in the jungle. He's actually waiting for a leash pull there. It's on the jungle, so I wonder if he's quite low or it's just, no, I'm just waiting for the leash pull. So nice bit of teamwork there. No reason to lose any more hit points than absolutely necessary. You can also see obviously the skills, so you can kind of see what Alibabba, Sneaky is taking as level. You can see he's gone Peel to Peacemaker twice and Yordle Snap once. This is the bonus actually of seeing it. Obviously we normally get it in spectator mode. So Ishtai is taking over the brush, as it were, so keeping Spartan out of there. That's kind of ideal, especially against the Taric. Keep him away from you as he pops his stun out. The stun's Dazzle, isn't it? It's Dazzle, I believe the stun is. Okay. Played Taric a few times, but you know, carry only here. Alibabba is having a bit of a time of it. Obviously, he did get pushed with life stealing up. Warwick, he's just going to be quite happily laning away. Missing mid at the moment. Just saw Warwick have a little poke again towards Alibabba. Alibabba is really just going to try and, you know, passively farm as much as possible early on, especially against the lane Wick. He's not going to be able to do much to him because he can just life steal it all back, especially with the Doran's ring he's got on. Brand in mid versus Orianna. I keep getting tempted to click these level up, I'll tell you. Versus Tabzz, Orianna and Brand. In fact, they're both really quite long range, aren't they? Bearing in mind, this is, unlike yesterday on the New York Qualifier, this is the current patch. So Orianna's slight nerf. Still, I wouldn't say it's as huge a nerf as many were probably hoping, because pretty much banned out of everything. Spartan's still trying to get towards that bush there. Hawkshirt goes across along with a spray, managing to catch Sneaky with that one. So 5 minutes in, we're going to start looking towards almost certain jungle ganks. Cowking continuing on his farming way. Still no sign of Leigh Sin other than that early opportunity up top. You see the vision, the ward is there. Just boots and pots between the two mids. We'll keep our eye on what else they got. I think both ADs went Thorn's Blade, didn't they? If I can ever... Of course I can't click on it. Yeah, Thorn's Blade. Yeah, identical between both lanes, in fact. The supports and the carries. Filter of a Peacemaker just catching on to Ashe there. Ashe actually been taken pretty low there. I think got caught by Dazzle and a spray. Gangplank meanwhile coming round in towards the mid here onto Thordek. Thordek trying to get the stun off on him. Actually get pulled away by the camera. Leigh Sin is in the mid as well. Coming in to pop that little shield onto Brandon off his merry way. Meanwhile Gangplank carries on his way. This is going to be very hard to spot any first bloods, I've got to be honest. It's been a while since I've done a proper replay like this. Alibabba just farming up. Absolutely no interest in Warwick at the moment, and gets exhausted. Gets a tower hits in the process. It'll take a couple of hits. He's obviously down to half health. You can see the as soon as those markers go off, he just jumps back onto him. 728 to 468, so not too bad in the health at the moment. Going to continue to try and harass him though, keep him out of lane. And Leigh Sin is going to come around the side there. Now Alibabba is in a lot of trouble. He's going to have to try and get away. I think he's popped Ghost actually, trying to escape it. 416 health according to this. He's going to take a couple of tower hits. Does jump back on towards Leigh Sin. Warwick will get first blood. Will he get away from the tower? That's the question. Yes, he will do. Leigh Sin also was on 231, 205. So both pretty low up top there. Gangplank is coming back. Cowking, he's, I wouldn't exactly say he's in the healthiest of situations to get into a 2v1 fight here, but 261, 578, just got a glimpse down the bottom there, also getting slightly damaged. It was Ashe. Every time you see the red blips, it is going to be obviously Caitlyn getting caught down the bottom there. So Sneaky taking a couple of hits. Health pots used by both in mid. Pretty low mana for Orianna at the moment. Could do with that blue buff. We are getting to 7 minutes, so blue buff will be respawning soon, you'd think. Cowking just keeping lane in check for Jax to come back rather than completely over farming it. We'll get the slow on towards Leigh Sin and force him back. 242 health. He's going to run away. So Sneaky and Ashe continue their farm. Let's have a look at the CS while we have a slight break. Oh no, in the middle, I can just catch a glimpse of a double gank. So Warwick coming out of jungle once again, getting a second gank there on with Brand this time. I think Brand actually picked up the kill, did he? Or was it Warwick? Warwick got there. Oh no, Warwick got both kills now. Or ulti just now picked up and is immediately firing it straight onto Ashe. Wow, no waste in there. Trying to force him out of lane as much as possible. Try and do that little bit of damage. Just keep him away from the experience, away from the CS. You see Warwick now gone back up towards top there. I did say Warwick come out of jungle. He hadn't come out of jungle at all, did he? He's in the top lane, so he has been lane wick. Let's have a look at CS, what I wanted to look at. 65 to 43, so at the moment Sneaky does have quite a bit of an advantage in the CS. Shield going straight on him as soon as he gets that dazzle on him. No problems there. Continues on his merry way. Piltover Peacemaker across them both now, just using that extra crit range. It's just really annoying. There's not many weaknesses to Caitlyn's play, I've got to be honest. I mean, while he can take that stun, he can just do his net shot backwards if he really gets in trouble. And then you can net shot across so much terrain as well. It just can be so frustrating. That Piltover just gives him such huge range. It can be... really annoying in lane to lane against, I've got to be honest. Let's have a look across. Warwick now with the Wriggles. Madrod's Razor, sorry. Be building towards the Wriggles. Blue being given to both AP carries in mid. You can see Tabzz just getting caught by a... Tabzz has been caught a few times by these pillars, actually. I've noticed that. So Brand's doing not a bad job at the moment. Gone Catalyst. In fact, both identical builds in mid there. Let's have a look towards top. Alibabba's 670 health to Warwick in a very favourable 1200 health. He's just going to lifesteal back that tower hit he's just had. Just got a glimpse in and around here. Alibabba's still pretty low, but Orianna catching a glimpse of the jungler, Leigh in and around this jungle area. So Gangplank's going to be probably having a few of his mobs taken from him, which bottom needs to be kind of careful of, because Leigh could easily come out behind the bottom of him. I think he might do. The whirlwind just going down there. The arrow did come. Here comes Leigh around the back side. Ashe is having to actually escape here, but Lee's going to surely come in and finish off Sneaky. No, he gets exhausted immediately, which means, oh, blown beautifully out of the way by Ishtai there. Very well played, well-timed ulti and exhaust as well. So he didn't manage to get to use his ulti kick there. Could have certainly sent Sneaky packing, and it actually would have knocked him straight through Ishtai. So nicely done. And Alibabba takes down Pilsjonguhh. Looks like a total tower dive. Yeah, 175 hit points. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm missing all the action. Absolutely all over the place here. So meanwhile, Caitlyn does take down Ashe. We saw Ashe was very low health, and immediately gets taken down. They're going straight for Brand in mid this time. They're going to get the slow on him. Cowking's actually taking a couple of hits, and they gather her up. It's just horrible. When you're Brand, obviously you get that ulti. The best thing you want when it's a 2-on-1 situation, you're like, well, you know what? I'm actually doing alright here. I can get a good ulti by bounce between them. Cowking had already taken a couple of hits from the tower, so 3-2 at the moment to DDE. They just have that slight advantage in the kill count. Obviously working well for Warwick up the top there. He has finally lost one, and now Jax is going to get into that position. Yeah, he's up to level 9, so he's going to start getting very hard to kill for Warwick in a straight solo brawl, as it were. Caitlyn is buying up a BF sword, got that Berserker Greaves. Orianna has not been back to buy yet. Brand has been back to buy. No, he hasn't. I lied. He's just literally popped out, warded, and popped back in again. What's Jax buying? Jax came back early. He's saving up. Got the Vampiric Scepter and Ninja Tabby. So boots and a bit of lifesteal, I think, is the... oh, I don't want to buy. I'm looking in the shop. Orianna continuing to try to push. In fact, we'll have a look at the CS at the moment. I can see pings in river at the moment. Let's have a quick look at the CS between Orianna. Orianna 100 and Brand on 86, but Brand has got that kill and assist, whereas Orianna's had the one death. Looking like that's a pink ward on towards Dragon there by DDE, clearing out Lowland Lions ward in the mid. Clairvoyance goes down as well, and this... Not sure if they're going to go for Dragon. I don't think they will. No, they're going to back away from it because it's just a bit too risky, and neither lane's really got a big advantageous position. I think as soon as someone gets an advantage, they'll be going straight for it. We're at 12 minutes into this game with my 61,426 ping. It's nice. It's pleasant. So, Alibabba, I think, is going to start maybe doing a few pounces on towards Warwick here. You can see he's got the sorcery shoes with the double Dorrance, which means lifesteal is really going to be quite high. But he's going to get hit and jumped on in there, and immediately just life steals it back up. Alibabba in the meantime having to use that health pot. I'm going to keep my eye down the bottom here because I can see there is 3 pushing on towards that tower, and Caitlyn's going to do as much damage as possible while Warwick does get, Ashe does get caught. Pilsjonguhh, Peacemaker, Gangplank ulti as well. They did manage to get a single shot on towards that tower, which actually I think bought them time to maybe escape that one. Yes, he will do. Pilsjonguhh, Peacemaker just about missing. Tabzz has also come across along with Brand. Ulti being used actually. Didn't really do a fat lot though, and really not enough mana for Orianna to Prussia. Meanwhile at the top here I can see they're jumping on towards Alibabba. Alibabba making a mad dash for it. Oh, does get the counter strike proc. Didn't actually work there. Didn't actually stun him though. So let's have a look. So despite all that, no actual kills. Will it move Lowland Lions to go for Dragon? I'm not too sure if they're really in a strong enough position to do so. They didn't get any kills from it. They did take the tower, which is always a bonus. So I expect to see a Dragon coming up soon, which is why Taric just moved back down. Now remember, there is a pink ward sat there at the moment from DDE. And at the moment, it is still 3-2. Pretty even in gold. CS-wise, 62 to 56 top lane. Mid lane, 121 to 100. So pretty big advantage for Orianna there. It's around about 400 gold, I believe. So certainly in the grand scheme of things. Sneaky taking quite a bit of damage there actually from Brand. Needs to be careful. Leave himself open. Doesn't know where anyone else is on the map. Let's have a look at Sneaky. Sneaky 116 CS to Ashe's 77. So pretty big difference there. That's what, nearly 40 difference. Yeah, nearly 40 difference. Which is well, it's what, 800 gold nearly, so that is a pretty huge difference. However, there is the one kill, let's not forget. Actually, no, Caitlyn has picked up that kill now, so it's, yeah, he has got that big difference over Ashe at the moment. Up the top, you can see a Negatron cloak coming there. That's going to try and restrict the ulti, which is just stripped him down a little bit. He's also got a three of them coming in onto Leigh in and around. Alibabba is trying to escape. He's got Gangplank coming up. I don't think he's going to be able to get away with it though. Thordek does manage to get the kill. Cowking backs away with Orianna. So nice gank up the top there by DDE. Pretty even stuff so far. 4-2 to DDE. Starting to come out the lane phase though. They have the advantage in lane phase. Can they carry it through? Remember, there is another round after this one. This is the upper bracket final. We have obviously the lower brackets and the grand final afterwards. Double elimination, of course, as well. At the top, Warwick will continue to farm. Just caught a glimpse of Janna and Caitlyn there. Whether they were going to try and sneak the blue there. They did put a trap on the dragon. Leigh was there. I just caught a glimpse of Ashe, obviously hawk shot across. Ashe is going to go back to free farming down there. Leigh just poking out of the bushes. Clairvoyance goes down. They get a full vision of him. Didn't get any cues through on towards Sneaky. Thordek has been forced back a little bit towards the tower here by Orianna. She gets a cheeky cue. Takes a tower hit for the in the process. We are missing top lane at the moment, so LLL need to be careful. Warwick miss. He's been doing pretty good at top there. Oh wow, that's going to go straight towards Vengrance. I don't think he can plan to hit that one. Pilsjonguhh and Peacemaker will go across. Very nicely done. And I don't think he planned to take the hit in the process there. The ulti Sneaky put down on brand, and Leigh accidentally came across there. I think he got pulled into it by the Orianna ulti, which led to that kill. Built over the Peacemaker along with the Gangplank ulti as well. So quite a few ultis actually were blown to just get that one kill. But if it's going to turn the advantage to possibly push this tower and then immediately follow it with a dragon, you got to give it credit. That's going to work very nicely. This tower almost certainly going to go down. They're going to transfer straight down to dragon. By the looks of it, yes, they will do. Meanwhile, Jax is pushing top. Alibabba, they can't leave him alone, which is why Warwick is going to have to stay up the top there. Look at that. He's completely ignoring Warwick. He's just hitting the tower. So just going to back away now. They are on the dragon. I think they're going to have to back away from it, though. Not sure if Tabzz is in quite strong enough health. They will pick it up. And that's going to be LLL picking up the first dragon. 17 minutes, though. That's quite a time for DDE to hold them off on that dragon. LLL obviously have quite a lot of experience, has to be said. Probably more experience than DDE. They've been in some of the top competitions, the EMS, certainly the US versus EU. They made it to the... I don't know actually who won between LLL and Wizards. I'd have to check that one out. They certainly got knocked out in the semi-finals by Team Solo Mid. So, you know, they've got a lot of experience. They beat CLG, remember, LLL in the past. So they've got, they've come up against, I guess you could say, the number one teams in the world. Certainly with Team Solo Mid and CLG, obviously Fnatic, SK as well. They've been up against all of those. So LLL at the moment are trailing by a kill, but have that tower advantage. They have the bottom tower, they have the mid tower, and they have the first dragon, which is going to give them overall, as a team, a gold advantage. And, you know, despite the fact that Warwick has been, I think he's winning the lane, he certainly is 2-1 up in terms of kills, but he's got to be careful, because Jax is going to start becoming very strong. There's pings going down on river there. I think Brand might be heading that way, which is why Janna, you can see in the corner of the screen, just checking it out. So 18 minutes gone, and Sneaky and Orianna. In fact, Janna as well. It's going to be a 4-man. Oh, they've just found the ward, which means Warwick is going to try and get out of there. Gets counter-strike done, jumped and counter-strike. He's going to ulti onto Orianna. And if anything, that was trying to escape it. There's shot actually taken, looks like by the backside of Leigh. Gangplank ulti goes down there. Brand manages to come around, gets the ulti pinging off. Only went up towards Sneaky though. Just the one bounce on that one. That's not going to work out too well for him. I think Leigh went down in the process. No, Leigh managed to escape there. Thordek is going to get jumped on though. Janna managed to pop the ulti straight on the tower, and that is going to buy the time. Will Leigh get away? Yes, he will do. Spartan now being forced away as well by Tabzz. Tabzz just got a big stack behind him, but that's going to be the top tower pushed as well. Meanwhile, Ashe down the bottom here, also taking the tower down for DDE. So not a total loss for them, but not the greatest. And that's turned the kills now in the favour of Lowland Lions as well. So as we've moved into the team game, Lowland Lions seem to have the tactical advantage, certainly the strength advantage. They managed to pull off the ganks, and DDE have been kind of on the back foot every time. Ashe is continuing to push the pace here. He's got to be careful. Jack's coming round the side there. He's got himself a Bridgewater Cutlass as well, so that's going to deal that initial burst damage, and he's going to jump straight onto it. How is Ashe going to get away with it? Has he got his ulti? Gets the counter strike off him. Does get the empower. Jumps on him as Grain. Down to 900 health. Still yet to actually put a shot on towards Alibabba. I was about to say, is he going to get a frost shot on him and slow him down? He will get away from it. Use the ghost, and he's going to escape, which means Jax is just going to go back to free farming. A ward down on red, and Leigh is picking up that. Quite happily. Oh, going for Sneaky in the mid there. Doesn't have the... or didn't manage to pull the ulti off, actually. Does manage to get a beautiful pillar across Cowking and Sneaky there. And Thordek trying his best to get a gank on there. Go for Rod of Ages, and looks like a... yeah, Hextech Gunblade. Not Hextech Gunblade, the first part of it. Hextech Revolver, isn't it? That's the first part, I believe. And then obviously building up to Will of Ancients by the looks of it, rather than going for rushing a Rabadon's Death Cap, so feeling the hit point needed, which is, to be fair, with Orianna in it, I'm not surprised doing that. Obviously you're going to have Orianna long range poking, Caitlyn long range poking. It's quite acceptable to do that if you can stay in the fight as long as possible, certainly at least to get your ulti off, which is the best thing for Brand. Once you can get the ulti off, if you can catch a 5-man team pretty close together, it can do a lot of bounces, especially if they're all ignited with the speed that you get from those ignites. So setting up for a possible dragon, which is at 23:50, so it's another 2 minutes away yet. So I'm not too sure why they're gathering around this dragon point where they just don't know the timer of it at the moment. Leigh coming down, just catching that ward, so he's going to have to back around the side. Caitlyn goes back to bot for free farm as I take a quick sip. A little squeak on the... I don't know where that squeak comes across, a squeak in the top of the microphone. Less than ideal. However, this headset is awesome, I just got to say. And I've got to give a big up to... I'm just going to try and keep with the action here as they're pushing on towards the tower. And they will manage to get the Gangplank ulti down. They're all going to have to back out of there. Nobody really around there, but Jax and Caitlyn getting free farm, pushing top and bottom lane there. As... yeah, Spartan's going to back away. As I was saying, I've got to give a big shout out to Triton. This is the new headset I've got that Jim managed to acquire for me, which is I was really happy with it. It is a really nice headset. Oh, but Ashe is taking a lot of damage down the bottom here. Getting net shot away just from that dazzle that gets onto Caitlyn. Caitlyn's going to turn around and put a bit of damage down on towards Spartan. Meanwhile, at the top here, Alibabba has got a 2-on-1 situation. I think he's going to have to get away from this one. I think Warwick will finish him off. He's got the rest of his team coming around the backside. He will go down. I think Gangplank's going to try and catch him out. Yes, he will. He gets a slow down on him. Going to come around. Orianna now in there. Missing the cue ball, actually. Has to pull it back for the shield. And Brand is going to come around. Has he got his ulti up? I'm not too sure. Cowking does manage to catch a fair bit of ignite there, and that's going to have to back away from that one. I don't think they can pursue it. No, they can't. Janna had come up to help. Caitlyn continuing to free farm down bottom along with Ashe. Ashe is happily farming at the moment. Went triple Dorans and a BF sword. Caitlyn, in the meantime, you can see down the bottom here, went Wriggles early on. This is kind of what I've expected to see. Now, we talk a lot about the team solo mid going the triple Wriggles. But if I look, I would not be surprised to find a third. No, Jax actually didn't go for it, but it's something way before Team Solo Mid did it in the Intel Extreme Masters. I saw Lowland Lions doing it long time ago for the early Dragons. We can see Leigh just starting on Dragon there. Just put the Q down. Yeah, the rest of the team are all around there. No vision on it, though, at the moment. And Gangplank's going to try and come in and try and steal. Remember, he's going to have Smite. It's going to be a Smite off. He's going to try and walk in. Doesn't manage to get it. DDE managed to get the second Dragon this time. Gangplank ulti going down there. That's going to catch everyone out. Spartan's almost certainly going to go down. Jax leaps on his head. Cowking finishes him off. Ulti there from Orianna. Catching up towards Vengrance. Vengrance is going to get sniped down by Sneaky. And Alibabba continues the pursuit, gets the big Orianna ball around him. He's going to probably dive on towards the tower here. No, he's going to back off. The rest of the team are not with him. And don't forget that our Brand ulti can still do an incredible amount of damage if you all pile on there. Drake is going to be spawning at 30 minutes. As the lanes are pretty well pushed for Lowland Lions here. They've got the mid lane is going to have a stack going up there. That lane's going to win. The top lane will win that fight, but as soon as they hit this stack with the tank in there, they will soon get straight in. You can see the damage continuing on. Caitlyn just needs to get a couple of shots in there. Jax at the moment, when it's in these situations, Jax is less than ideal to jump in there. He doesn't want to take too many hits from the tower, but if he can find a nice squishy target or just distract them while Sneaky completely shoots them. Arrow goes through, completely missing his targets. The ulti going to go off though. Sneaky is going to get a triple bounce on him there, and that bounce went back towards Alibabba. Alibabba managed to get the counter strike up. Will he manage to stun it off? Yes, he will do. He gets Vengrance down. Meanwhile, across the side here, Tabzz is just about going to take Ashe down. Warwick is in there though. Alibabba's trying to jump the hell away from there. Jack's very low. Brand trying his best to finish him off. I think Warwick's going to be able to catch up on him. He will do. Janna's going to go down as well, and that is going to work out very nicely for DDE. They're going to have enough to continue on. Will they charge up to Baron? That's the question. 25 minutes. Will they all decide now is the time to get Baron, because they have 4 people up? Yes, they do. Ashe is the only one down, and Gangplank is the only one up. I think they will. They're going to charge up there. Either Baron or the turret. Yeah, I think you can see that Caitlyn already, you can see the waypoint markers because we're using Caitlyn. They know for a fact they're going straight towards Baron, which is why Gangplank's going to have to go up there. This is a ballsy face check, goes straight in there. Oh, and he's just going to show them he knows they're there rather than try and steal it. Look at that, just walks in. Oh, and he might well pay his fly for it, but he's going to buy them time. If he can get away with it, he does manage to get his ulti down just before he dies, but that's going to buy them time. So that was a pure selfless move, I guess you could say, by Gangplank. Cowking knew that he was going to die there, but he prevented them getting that Baron. The rest of them are spawned. They are going to lose that top tower. Caitlyn is coming up, but he's not going to be able to do enough to hold them off. Orianna with Ashe in the mid. Ashe has now got an Infinity Edge. You can see Infinity Edge on Caitlyn. And Lowland Lions, they've got Janna just been caught out here. He's going to be able to flash through, I think. Yes, he is. Going to get away from that one quite easily. And meanwhile, Jax is going to pursue. He wants to finish off. Oh, the Ashe arrow just missing by. He's only on 594 hit points, so he might be able to do it here. They are going to continue pursuing. Jax is chasing on. He gets the ball down on him. He's going to get the Hextech Gunblade. Is he going to proc it on anyone? I think he might have already used it for Leigh. Does get a nice stun and a nice brand stun. And that's going to clear it out. But now Lowland Lions are going to have a go at Baron. Surely, yes, they will do. And I think that might buy them the time. They put the ward down, defensive ward. They've not got any wards around the side here. Will they go in for it? They're going to pick up blue instead, which is surely only going to delay them. I don't know why they're going for blue first. Well, that's Orianna saying, no, really, I need blue first. And it's actually bought DDE time to get back in and around this position. Yeah, they should have gone directly for it. They are going to go straight in for it, though. Will they be able to pick it up? Ashe arrow was used in the previous fight, so that's not going to be able to come in and initiate. Are they going to try and steal it? They do put a ward up the backside there, and they're going to have to back away from it. And they're going to go for the kills instead, and they're going to jump straight towards Warwick. Warwick's going to get exhausted straight away. Alibabba taking very low. Nice brand ulti bouncing around about 3 people. Alibabba is going to escape with a just by the skin of his teeth. Meanwhile, Orianna and Cowking come around the back side there, picking up kills. Orianna does take down Taric. Brandy's trying to finish off Cowking. Cowking puts his ulti down towards Vengrance there. Tabzz just about catching him up. The snipe shot going in. He's very low. He's going to see if he can get the Q down on him. He's going to have to run away. Trying to keep my eye on where Brand has gone. Tabzz actually flashed back into Baron. Q landed on Baron. I think Sneaky is going to catch him. Tries to pull over this way. He went the other side though. Q does just about catch him. He sat there. Are they going to go back to Baron? I think they will. They are going to go back and continue Baron. Tabzz very low there though, which is why Brand is just hovering around the side there. They have got this ward so they can see it, and I think they can't pull him out, which is well, that's what they were trying to, where they're just thinking cancel it. Alibabba now in there, so he's going to be able to get in, tank it, no problem. And I think Baron, unless it gets stolen, which could easily happen, they're trying to, you can see Alibabba wanting to jump at it, Cowking on absolutely nothing. 24 hit points, gets away, and they've managed to take the Baron. This is very close stuff though, 12-10 the score, and Brand comes around and clears out the fact that it is not there, resets the timer, resets the count for them. It is now fixed in this patch, thankfully. It was really quite annoying when you used to CV onto it and it didn't reset. So Lowland Lions finally win what was pretty much an epic struggle, it has to be said, between them. And I really wish I'd stopped saying it has to be said. I watched the recent videos and it even annoyed me. So I am going to make sure I cut that out. Brand is really did. He tried his best. Let's have a look at what the scores actually at the moment. 12-10. The ones with the scores are Orianna and Caitlyn. They are doing a fantastic job. And Janna 0-1-8. Meanwhile, Taric 0-2-4. Obviously not getting as many kills, not many as assists as Janna, because Janna can kind of get quite a few more assists, especially with the Howling Gale being able to whip through a team. 6-3-3 for Warwick. Warwick is the key man at the moment, which they have been targeting. But Ashe 0-3-1 has not been able to get involved in any of the big fights, really. Not getting the assists, not getting the kills, and just not being there, either being focused or just out of position. They are coming around the backside of them, though. Lowland Lions. Remember, Lowland Lions have the Baron buff. I'm not too sure this is a great exchange here for DDE. And Thordek is going to get straight away counter-strike there by Alibabba. Alibabba coming around. Tabzz is being focused. So Orianna is just going to get away with that when he puts the shield on himself. Meanwhile, you can see that Cowking is all over Thordek. Thordek, trying to use his ulti. Looking around the map, you can see Tabzz is going to survive and takes down Taric. Would you believe it? Gangplank survived as well. And that is a pretty much ace. Ashe, the only one surviving. Didn't actually see where she got away from it. Maybe just escaped straight towards base. That's going to be the tower, and that's going to be the inhibitor. That was a little bit of a crazy attack. I've got to be honest. Coming from the backside of a full team with Baron when they have so much control, DD kind of showed the hand a little bit too early. They were a little bit naive in trying to go for that attack. They should not have initiated there. And Lowland Lies, oh wow, DaanBanaan's just going to get destroyed by Alibabba at the end there. But that is the Nexus, and well played, Lowland Lions. This is Deman bringing you Lowland Lions action.